cloud burst, and now Reckoning going to be invested. Goes up over the top, and oh, he still comes away with one! What a shot there from Zeta player, but the kill still being found here for Bleed. Moves away from the relay bolt, the rest of his team still falling down, takes that shot, gets the aim punch, and ends up falling. Now it's all on Rossi. Comes up with 2. Wolf thrown in, but Yay getting himself over. Just holding here on that spike, and as he jumps out of the poison orb, Scary, he's not able to adjust for him in time. Scary gets the kill, and Bleed now moves up 4-1.
Man, Darion is feeling it. He is so quick to react right now. This delay did not bother him in the slightest. He is really popping off, and I love the way that Bleed identifies their win conditions in this round. They say, look, we've got the Reckoning. If they hit the site fast, we're going to give them space for the Yoru ult as well, so it doesn't have any real benefit in this round other than it, you know, kind of lets T1, okay, no, there's an open site, but you're going to be able to use that Reckoning to get some information. You're quickly identifying Saya's position with that drone, playing off of it nicely.
Double sniper coming through. Again, that Outlaw here in hand, knowing that everybody on T1 is on that weaker buy. Crazy Guy just brings this one forward again. Yay, in the meantime, posted up, shifting his way in towards tunnel to peek into mid. The Saya player is trying to inch his way forward. Okay, well, it's not Crazy Guy or Saya coming up with the kill, but it's going to be Yay back on the opposite side. Izu taken down. It's a bit of that punching power, as well as the flashes now eliminated here from T1 in this thrifty attempt.
Carpe, one of his calling cards, definitely the Sheriff. Let's see if he can find some value in this round.
Oh, Saya spotting one for a moment, and it seems like he just takes the bait. Chasing in towards Crazy Guy while Yay has the covering fire. Beautifully rotated there from the side of Bleed. Scary, maybe an opportunity here for Xcurate to get the jump on him. No reinforcements nearby, but now it seems like he might have sussed this out, and he has.
Toxins going up.
Scary's reads is continuing to be absolutely excellent.
Toxin screen down.
As usual.
Anticipating this presence here in the sights. Carpe, again with that Sheriff. Can he get himself on the board? Needs that first kill, but Scary swinging the corner, takes a bit of damage. Not going to be able to find the kill, the jump up. Rossi will be able to find that. It's the setup here. As that spike plant can come through, but a 1v4. An ace clutch needed to try to close out this round and stem the bleeding here.
One away from the pit, potentially, if things go really well for Rossi.
He'll be on top of him way too quick.
I don't think he'll get a chance to use it, no.
Anyway, should have it. We'll have it going into the next round regardless of what occurs here, but just watching to see if he's going to be flooded from that back side, swinging out, takes a couple shots. Now they all know exactly where he is. Challenge taken. And matched. Egoist able to find the kill. It's just going to be Scary getting taken down. Cash aplenty here for the side of Bleed overall, as they will now move up 5-1.
Yeah, it's looking really clean here from Bleed to start. Everything you would want and hope for as a Bleed fan. I mean, Yay, even though he's on an agent that you don't really get to see him on very much, he's having no problems. He's doing exactly what you would expect from him. A great angle to hold there. Saya had been noted earlier down that hall, kind of expecting the push and setting up for the bait and switch. And Scary gets one. Rossi's had a couple good kills late in the rounds, but it's usually when he's in very difficult situations. So good on him to find value where he can. But now you've got a lot of big ults coming into this, and I like this timeout for T1, for real this time, because they have 3 ults online, right? They've got the Reckoning, they've got the Viper's Pit, and they've got the Hunter's Fury. So this is going to be a round that you really want to make sure that you win. This is like where your ult rotations are really coming into play. And so you cannot afford, with the way that this match has gone so far, to fumble this round.
No, certainly not. I mean, this could be a bit of a breaking point here for them. Because obviously, you know, with some of the updates of Breeze, it's going to take some time. We need to get some more eyes on this map to see which way it's overall going to stray, whether it's going to be that defender side or the attacker side. But historically, we have seen a lot of attacker presence and a lot more dominance on that side of the map. So I'm curious because, you know, starting things off, only having that singular round to your name at the moment, if you can't close this one out with 3 ults to try and utilize, that could very well be spelling disaster here for T1 for the rest of this map.
And with double duelist in play as well.
Sure.
You know,
I mean, Izu's 1-6-2 at the moment.
Yep.
That impact has not been found, and, you know, Carpe as well, lingering down there at the bottom of the standings. Saya player can look to try to turn the tides here as the operator does come through.
Now they're expecting maybe Bleed to try to change the tempo, change the pace off the back of that timeout. Now not going to come through. Enemies start making their way in. Carpe is going to find a spot, using that high tide to cut off the front side of Pyramid there. Saya making sure as best as he can that those angles towards the right-hand side of that Pyramid are clear. TP in, and Izu is going to take some space.
Checking out right here near the front. Flash going out. See the double turn away there, but now the reveal coming through. The spray, but not going to be able to find the kill. Pit now going to be invested here. As Rossi tries to make this a bit more unassailable, and the Reckoning as well is going to be invested. Send out the fake out, but Izu, actually, Scary manages to find the real thing. Takes him down. First blood on the round here for Bleed. As that gives him significantly better odds being able to push up in towards this pit. The Fury now coming through. Side player able to find one. Yay. Just sprinting across. This crazy guy comes up with a second. Rossi and Carpe both taken down. Execute now, the last one standing, and Crazy Guy gets the 3K. Only one player lost, Darian, the casualty, as it's such a heavy investment from T1, but they still can't come up with the goods.
And it just seems that in some ways, straight up, they're losing their duel battles as T1. They have some decent executes here. They're doing the right things in terms of getting the plant down when they can, but it's these post-plant scenarios that are very, very challenging. The timing there for Izu is the wall going down. Scary ready for it, able to best him, and that is unreal from Crazy Guy. Oh, and he gets another tag even.
Had him on the reveal, just knows exactly where Execute is. Absolutely gorgeous. I mean, the Beast from the East, a title given to him long, long ago, and continues to have relevance to this day.
Don't get in my way.
As the pit now coming through from Scary, just looking to cut off this A site, and I mean, what a read. They still could very well overwhelm this Viper, but you see Scary really looking to back off of this one. Here's that drone coming through. We'll play back. Assessing that that is going to be a fake out. Another bite before you're trying to make his exit. Gets tagged down, 36 HP. He still manages to slink away, but the pit will fall.
Yeah, good read here from T1 on the positioning of Scary. The utility kind of giving it away. And Scary pays the price a bit, and he has to lose that pit as well. So, yes, he bought some time, and you gave a really good read here for Bleed on where this execute is going to happen. So they're able to shift Crazy Guy over to help out.
They are, and now the call's coming through for the other two players to start working their way across. Scary just going for the spam. Izu going to be revealed there, but not in a position where he can be punished. Just sends out the pop flash, pushes up, managing to finish the job there on a Scary, but Crazy Guy still standing his ground. Takes some damage, but gets the kill on the Izu. Now Ye going to fall. Execute finding one, finding two. Great snappy shots coming through from him. Crazy Guy will be able to shut down that. Bit of a run back there. Ego is now in a 1v2 scenario versus Rossi and Saya player, and as he swings out, Saya sat between the pyramids, I should say, manages to finish him off, and T1 will be able to get themselves a second round win.
Yeah, T1 here finally able to find some of their firepower as Execurate coming alive, finding 2 big kills in that round. But in general, I really like, I mean, it's great pop flash, but I really like the way that Bleed is working and reading the map. They're using this double initiator to really get the information that they need onto where T1 isn't. Like a lot of times, like you think about, okay, the Hawk catches somebody and it makes that noise, or you get a spot with the dart or something like that from Sova. But sometimes when you're not getting information, right, like you're not getting any pings in mid and stuff like that. And now look at this, they're getting a little bit aggressive with their space. Scary is starting to push elbow, and T1 completely shifted over towards A side. Gonna make yet another go with this dimensional drift to try to clear space. Darian trying to get the heck out of there, but he's spotted.
The ping coming down, chasing him. Carpe perfectly lining him up, not allowing for Darian to get the jukes out. Yay up on top of bridge. Ooh, spots him for a moment, still gets a shot, drops down off the top. It's a high player, not in a position that he can chase. Dart comes in, swing out, Yay, knowing that there's some forward presence. Decides to back off, throws out that relay as well. Cloudburst not going wide enough, so side player cannot fake. He's actually swung out. Oh, the shot, that snap was nearly there from Ye, but Saya managing to strike. Jump peek, the shot connecting, Scary. Likely going to be forced back here as the save call could come through. Should come through, you would expect.
Oh, egoist.
He's waiting. I mean, any damage that he can deal is still going to be good, but
Rossi
managing kind of scoot back away from that one. Now the reinforcement swing coming in from Scary. In position to try to get this punish, the double face in. Scary able to find one. Can he do more damage? Looking for Rossi, can't manage to make it happen. 2 players lost, so still some economic damage dealt here from Bleed, but T1 starting to rally back just a bit.
Yeah, next Garrett getting really vocal here, trying to get his team into the thing mentally, and a great read by Rossi there at the end of the round to not get punished by that off angle being
It all
held
starts
by
with this
Egoist.
setup, though.
This is just a great setup, using that dimensional drift to ping down your opponent. So, right, like, maybe if you're somewhat new to Valorant, you don't exactly understand how this works. So when you're in the dimensional drift, you can't be seen. You're invisible.
You're a ghost.
But you can be kind of hurt if you get close enough to somebody, right? But like, essentially, you can spot somebody out, ping it out for your teammates. So a lot of times you see this like somebody getting into a Viper's pit and find the Viper. Oh, Saya, nice shot, crazy out of this round, but just a ping to set up the Hunter's Fury.
Okay, well here's that aggression from the Neon. Yay, pushing forward. Now through elbow, manages to collapse on top of Xcurate, so takes him down. That's going to send everybody here from T1 over towards this A site. Scary still just sat in back, and see the rotations very heavily coming through. We'll all see on this forward lurk. We hear that rotation moving forward. Is okay, that's going to be the flash taken care of. As Scary, I don't think he was ready for that wall to go pushing that far forward. Izu managing to find two. It's him and Gary on the jump now through the wall. Yay! Struck down by Carpe, and that leaves Egoist all on his lonesome.
I like
this
the
just
attempt.
became madness.
Yeah, this has been a really scrappy map.
Egoist not sure which way to look. Still manages to readjust, taking down Rossi. And as he pushes outside player, boosted up on top, up in hand, we'll be able to take him down again. Not clean rounds here for T1, but they're clawing it back. 3 rounds consecutively, putting them just 2 away from tying things up at the half.
Yeah, it's just a really good hold from T1 in their post plant, not really giving up too much space. Izu here in particular finds a beautiful timing on that fake out. Scary shoots at it, reveals his position, and that really makes it easier for Izu to line up his shots, have his crosshairs where they need to be. Saya player, I know we've been talking a lot about Ye and his op, but Saya player, guys, is a tremendous operator player as well. Has a Blade Storm, so he's going to pass the op over to none other than Xcurate.
Quick flash out, and looks like basically for the second time so far in the map, T1 have their eyes set over on this B site. The rotation call already coming through here from Bleed. You can see it's just a full send to try and reinforce this position. A Saya player boosted up on top, watching the jump down, and somehow Izu comes away with that one. 20 HP remaining, but he takes out Egoist. Now it's going to be a full approach here from that defender's side. Fast lane sent up, relay bolt. Not going to connect. Saya can maintain the high ground, but that flash definitely messed with him here. It's Carpe falling. Attention was split. Manages to get taken down. Side player finding one, dropping down. Keeps himself safe for the time being. Yay, though, putting the stinger to good use. Now sends out the lightning fingers, but Saya replies with a swift headshot. Taking him down. The wraparound from Izu. Comes up with the final 2. A 3K overall for him in the round. And T1
Tier from Bleed on their eco. Getting Carpe completely isolated between some of those smokes where he just is in a tricky spot where he's got a couple players looking around that he has to look for and gets taken down. What a play by Izu here. Just barely
to get that kill.
Just barely. But then he's able to then find a great timing to swing around the back of the pillar, get a couple big kills. But Saya being able to play a little bit of Overwatch, get a lot of information from on top of that post he's got. Now, operator in hand, gonna duel Ye.
I'm sure that was an intentional pun, but relay bolt now coming through. There's a slide forward. Izu again, though, trying to hold them back. Yet again, that dimensional drift online, spotting out Scary, but Scary, he's found Rossi, takes him down. We're into a 3v3. The push out, gets the headshot. Izu fighting on for the ace. Can he get it? Yes, he can. A bit of a rough start, but a rock solid finish here in the first half as Izu will find the first ace of VCT Pacific 2024.
And this is a player that may not be well known globally, but here in Pacific, especially in Japan, this guy has been an absolute monster in the VCJ. He has been tearing it up for years. Now given the opportunity on Tier 1, and you can see why. Brilliant stuff, gets the dimensional drift, instantly pops it. Scary's looking everywhere, trying to find him. The pop flash through the wall is brilliant.
And the pop off at the desk.
You love it.
Well, first one of the tournament thus far as we go into halftime. Swap sides and see who's going to be able to come out on top. I mean, just given how everything had begun, that 5-1 lead here from Bleed shrunk down to absolute 0. 6-6 between the two squads. We'll see if Izu can challenge the record for most aces in a series in 2024 so far.
What is the record?
It's Oxy with 2, right?
Okay. Oh, in 2024.
In 2024.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sure. Well, I mean, Oxy is him, so that 4K he had in that pistol round was woohoo. so good earlier today. But, I mean, what a round there from Izu. Finally starting to get some of those kind of cheeky little plays you can do online, setting up his teammates at times, and this time around setting himself up for success. And I believe that's 5 rounds in a row there, yeah, at the end of the half for T1.
1 and 5 to 6 and 6.
Unreal. I think I saw a Sheriff maybe, but
Ooh.
I don't believe it.
It rears its ugly head once more.
For real, it's... Well.
For long it lay dormant. But now it has reawoken.
Yes.
Well,
I was hoping it would be El Diablo that was the thing that was laying dormant.
and would reawake. I mean, man, we've been seeing the glimpses of that here for sure. But it seems like it's going to be something else here. I'll let the audience take a guess as to who might be affected.
What?
But, yeah, hopefully nothing too severe, and we can get right back into this one quickly once more. Because it was a fun half, honestly. You know, just the I would not
Paces.
back and forth nature, back and forth in the streaks, I suppose. But just given what we were seeing here from both the teams, I like some of the snap calls that are coming through, the reads that we were seeing there, especially when Bleed was, you know, continuing to streak up towards those initial 5. It was looking really good. You know, not just kind of trusting in the call to say, like, okay, this is going to be the site. This isn't a fake out or anything like that. They are hitting the A site. They are hitting the B site, being fast to try and respond.
And again, so much of that is the extended amount of information they're able to have with the Sky, right? Like, you've got a Sova and a Sky. So they're really able to stretch the map with their information gathering. And of course, you know, on point of contact on those rounds when they were 6 and 1 were really, really good. They were getting a lot of those first bloods, getting a lot of those first kills that kind of made it even easier on themselves. But as T1 started to dial up the tempo, dial up the pace, you know, Izu found his footing, X-Curate had a good round in there, Asaya had some great moments. So, you know, kind of those players you're looking to for T1 to be the ones to really pop off when you need them did. It started to swing the momentum back into their favor.
But overall, it's, you know, we've seen both teams still maintaining high spirits throughout this one, throughout all of the issues that have happened, throughout just the back and forth natures. We got a shot of, you know, obviously some El Diablo fans, but also our Korean casters on the opposite side of the arena from us.
I bet I could throw something and hit them from here.
Probably, but that would be assault.
Yeah, I don't, I'm not saying I would do it. I'm just saying I could. I'm having a Napoleon Dynamite moment. It's
something like, you know, something light, like a
it's like a
tennis
paper ball. Yeah, tennis ball. Sure.
I don't know if you'd have enough momentum with a paper ball, though.
Maybe a paper airplane then, you know, just like.
You have to give that a really high arc. True. Throwing a paper airplane up usually results in it crashing down.
Yeah, they're more like glide, like straight glide. Yeah, that's
exactly.
True, that's true. You got a good point.
But either way, it seems like everything is taken care of. So let's get back to the action. Second half here of map number 1. 6 and 6 the score line is T1 now going on the defense. And look at the stack here at A main.
Well, this is going to get intense pretty quick, it looks like. I mean, this has been such a fast-paced map so far.
Yeah, just backpedaling, getting himself here up alongside the rocks. Flash going through. Send him back here for a brief little moment. X-Curate going to find that first blood, but Ego is quick to trade one back, but Carpe now claims him, as things will get evened up a bit. Carpe coming away with the second kill. The push coming through. Ye catching him with Util in hand. Not going to take any damage from the shock dart either, as Bleed will be able to make their way now onto the site. 2 ghosts versus Saya with a Sheriff. Rossi with a classic. He's got one snake bite to play with as he taps the door here in Halls. Sends the bite out, but Ye and Darian both taking backside positions here. As, oh, it's some ring around the Rosie. Ye expecting him to still be up towards door. Rossi swinging back now under bridge. Either way, neither of them going to be catching the other.
Oh, I think
picks him out of place. Spotted him. 2 shots in. As he swings back out. Darian ready. Has the lineup. There's the jump out. The kill not going to be found. Still, however, Rossi gets the jump. The HP so very low here from Ye. He's got the ghost if he can get the headshots. Perhaps he can get done as he's going to come swinging down around. The hold to half. Stone Cold here from the side of Rossi. Taps back on. The swing out and Ye wins the fight.
And just a little smirk from Ye there. The shake of the head. I mean, another valiant attempt here from Rossi for T1. And I love the way that Ye plays the beginning of this round, completely anti-flash, has his back turned the whole way they're walking through. So that way, you know, if Izu tries another pop flash around that corner, it's not going to affect him as much. Or if there's a flash needed from Egoist to try to bail them out, it's not going to affect him as much. So nice little set play here from Bleed off the rip, and it was bloody in the beginning, but Bleed definitely able to come through, and now they're going to maybe turn up the tempo or just play for orb.
Well, it's both pistols so far going into the hands of Bleed. Xcurate backing away from that forward position. Relay bolt more than enough to try to scare him off as Saya player all the way up here. Just on top of Hatch. Or drop, whatever you want to call it.
Couple Sheriffs invested for T1. No Ghost this time. It's a Stinger in hand for Ye on the follow-up, so maybe not going to be going for that early op. Got a spot, couldn't find the shot.
Had the Stinger in hand, so even if he had some damage, it wasn't going to be anything too significant there. As he really wants to try to flush him out of this position, and he will be able to do. Saya player in the meantime, that deep lurk, Red taken out, Scary with the Guardian able to find one, as Ye with a Ghost comes up with 3. And that now leaves Izu on his lonesome, but not for very long. A quick snappy shot from Scary to finish the job, and once again, it's going to be Bleed, closing out a pistol, closing out that anti-eco, but this time, flawlessly.
Yeah, good news if you're a Bleed fan. Looking really good on these pistols so far. Follow-ups, very strong as well. And yeah, he comes out with a Stinger, but still had the Ghost in the back pocket there for Ye, putting it to good work. He's able to carry that over from the previous round. So clean, man. Just great stuff from him. So prepared for that bridge push. Crosshair was right where it needed to be. And that is fully what you expect out of a player of his caliber. A lot of space being pushed for. Orb grabbed. Izu setting up for potential pop flash. Can't really push.
Oh!
What in the world?
It seemed like Ye was going to be the hell out of there, but no. Just a pixel away from avoiding that headshot. Izu able to take him down, blind through the wall. That's a fantastic setup here for them.
And that's a nice play from Izu, because he knows that if they're in there, they're going to be backing up. Ooh, Crazy Guys took a ton of damage.
Yeah, counter spray right to the corner, but that's going to be Rossi taken down, not ready for Darian to be that far forward. Izu now tucked away. He sees the orb. He knows that that Harper's going to be behind him. But wants to try to catch the push out here. Playing it patiently. Oh my goodness. Finds one, swings out, can't quite get the jump. Darian avoiding that dart. Actually, might have been Crazy Guys. It was Crazy Guys, actually. And Darian now going to be taken down from that backside position. It's all on Crazy. It's just an Ares in hand. He'll be able to find one. Saya dead, but the defuse is being held, so his consolation prize is just going to be a rifle. Picks that one up. Keep his life intact. Avoiding being hunted. His T1 will be able to close out the bonus.
I just love these little tech plays that you're seeing from Izu with his flashes. And this time around, it's Xcurate setting him up with the Cascade. And then he bounces one over the top. And his whole play here is just, look, this either hits someone or it doesn't. Doesn't matter. If it hits them, they're going to be backing up. And I'm going to hold the angle for the retreat and just spam it down and hope I get a kill. And he does. It's a really cute little play. Pretty sure Darian got heard back there by Izu. Was able to call that out for Xcurate for the bailout. But nice patience there from Izu, really having a nice map for himself right now after a rough start. And it's going to be on their heels a bit is T1. Carpe, current IGL for T1, trying to lead the way with Seekers, most of them getting cleared out.
Double spray across, but Ye still able to avoid all those shots. Actually swinging on the corner, does get a couple bullets there on towards Carpe, who's trying to swing aggressively and try to catch that spike planter. Unable to find it, however. Wall now going up. Xcurate just trying to really isolate this spike. Ye narrowly avoiding those shots. Shock dart goes in, does weaken him. He's able to find one, but Darian takes down Carpe. So far, the 1-for-1. Another wall coming through. Xcurate pushing them back. Cove comes down. Side player looking to protect in case the aggressive push comes in. Cove now going to be broken. The spray down comes in. Rossi going to be taken out. Izu sending out the pop flash. Pushes in, but Eco is managing to take him down. The lineup is there. Xcurate and Side player both finding the kills. You know, it all comes down to Scary. The bite comes in. Saya player dead. Xcurate and Scary in the 1v1. It was held to half. He's waiting for the push forward, but Scary draws down the weapon, gets the clutch once more.
It's everything you could want from Scary. This guy is so smart, so disciplined. If you didn't know his name before, you will by the end of this year, I guarantee it. The guy is just an absolute monster. So well positioned there. Nobody, and he knows it, to really mess with him on the Snakebite lineup. and he can launch one and then start making his way in to make sure that, especially with the clock ticking down, that there's no real hope. What a bounce in, and then just finish the job. And there is few players in Pacific who are going to be as clutch as Scary. The guy eats, sleeps, and breathes clutches.
I mean, yeah. The conversation around best controller player in Pacific just becomes so much more complicated
It does.
this year. As Scary, speak of the devil. Well, not that devil, the other devil.
He really, yeah.
Fine Saya.
He really made you look good there, man.
It's just he has such a great sense of understanding what his opponents want to do,
Yeah.
and understanding their tendencies.
Yep.
Saya loves to go for these excursions down hall to try to get some backstab opportunity, and he just continues to read it like a book. I think it's the second time he's killed him in this position.
And he understands timing so well. He really has a good feel for the flow of the game, especially post-plant, but here, right here. Oh, X-Curate actually wins that.
Okay. Comes away with one. Ego is thinking about sending the flash, and he's expecting him to still be up top. It's Carpe. Comes up with two, and suddenly there's a man advantage for T1. Rossi still with a classic in hand. They can recover one of these weapons, which they will need to do quickly as the time is dwindling. Ye with a bit of a fadeaway, and X-Curate on no HP will get dropped with relative ease. Izu now with just that Sheriff in hand. See if he can deal some additional damage here, but the round wildly has gotten away from them. What is that shot?
Whoa!
I don't care that they lost the round.
Whoa!
That was so crisp, so nasty from Izu. Good God.
That is filthy.
I mean, what a topper to to lose a round on. That was just gorgeous from him, but the round still goes the way it bleed. Stretching away from T1 even more.
Play from Carpe here, doing some pretty big damage with a couple big kills. Great job by Ye there, though, to identify with the gun down on the ground, making sure that T1 has no hope of recovering it, not allowing them to really do any more damage. Goodness, though, Izu. He is, after 0-6 to start,
oh yeah,
he has come the heck online.
I mean, he was down to the dumps, and now he is living the high life. But can he go big enough once again to try to get them back into this one? The run back in the first half was very solid from the side of T1, but they're in very dangerous territory as Bleed find themselves in double digits. It's only been that bonus round so far in this second half that we've seen for T1.
Let's see how this is going to look afterwards. I mean, it seems like there's some good trades here and there, but some of these early positions getting red. Again, the first kills, it seems like when Bleed gets that first kill, things really seem to swing in their favor. Both teams with a bunch of big ults. Scary with the pit. Ye's got the lightning fingers. Darion with the reckoning. Izu with the dimensional drift. X-Curate with his own reckoning. Again, let's see if we see that combo again with the dimensional drift and the Hunter's Fury with Izu and Carpe. Kind of got my eyes on him, and they're looking for contact out of B.
Works a hell of a lot different on that defender side, though. As Reckoning first going to be invested here from Bleed's side. Darion just looking to clear the site, and clear it he has. Now that the rotations come through, T1 could try to utilize that Yorosova combo here in this retake. As there you go, Mask goes on. Pit, however, now going to be coming down. As Saya player, this time he's the one catching the rotation. Crazy guy going to be taken out. Hunter's Fury crashing across. Ye up the box, and Saya not being communicated to. Ends up getting taken down. Able to come away with that one. Carpe down Darion with that Hunter's Fury, and then Carpe gets the headshot to finish him off. X-Curate trying to hold down that spike to half. Ends up falling. Scary again. Finding a kill with the snake bite. Flash in, spray across. Izu strays right into it. He falls down as Carpe is trying to get them over the line. And with the 4K, has he managed to make it happen? The time it's going to be so very close here, but should just about, yeah, they have it with a couple seconds to spare, in fact. Or 1.7. I can do math. We round up the two.
You were close
That's
enough.
A couple.
Yeah. I'll give you
Either
it.
way, T1, they finally managed to get themselves back into this one just a bit, but it took such heroics from Carpe.
It did, and oh, he gets 2 on that tag. Absolute insane stuff. I mean, again, I talked about it earlier. We've seen a couple different ways that dimensional drift is utilized by T1, and this time around is to clear the pit. And it was something I mentioned very, very briefly earlier on, that it's a really good ult to do that, because there's no real recourse that you have as the opponent to giving away the information, the positioning of that Viper to either force them out or find a kill. And in this case, they're able to at least gain the space. They don't deal with Scary. He's going to pop the lightning fingers.
I've got your trail.
Drive out, Ye on the hunt, swings the corner, headshot through, and Ye comes up with 2. Execute and Rossi absolutely broke it down in a matter of seconds. As Crazy Guy as well, just layering in that Hunter's Fury. And I mean, at this point, it's T1. Side player, no money. Yes, he does have the Blade Storm, but you have to call that you just back off. You have to allow for Bleed to just move up to 11, because there's just no hope in hell.
And all it takes, you know, Ye is that caliber of player where he can just take over a round, get a big multi-kill, and it's done. And as an opponent, you have no other choice but to sit back and, you know, let things play out. And the good news here for T1 is they're going to be able to pass the rifle over. I think they're going to be able to buy plus, yeah, for sure, plus the Blade Storm for Saya. So they'll have essentially a full round. Just Saya won't be able to probably carry over a assault rifle into it, but I mean, it's just crazy. And again, headshots do matter, right, with the overdrive. That is something that they changed a while ago. And Ye just hits one right out the gate onto Xcure it. Makes quick work of him, finds the follow-up. That's it. That's all you need.
Yeah, I mean, the round was over within seconds. And as you mentioned, Saya player not going to be having any rifle coming into this round. Does have the blades. That and Reckoning, both available to them. See if both of those ults are going to come into play, but for now it looks like Saya off the rip is going to go pushing forward.
Well, this round has to work.
Just way into mid, Flash coming out, but this leaves Rossi all on his lonesome to try to hold down B, and as the flood comes in, he has to pull back, so Bleed will be able to take the site. See what kind of post-plant situation they can set up for themselves, as you spot Scary lurking very far back near Record Shop.
Well, at the very least for Bleed, this is a great call from Crazy Guy to recognize the weakness in T1's formation. Find them leaning towards A. They're able to exploit it. Yeah, Ye's going to take a little bit of damage.
Fight to force them back. Reckoning coming through. Ye avoiding that pop flash, managing to find the kill. Swing out of the corner. Can't find anything more, though. His Carpet will get one, but Darian strikes back with 2 of his own. Saya and Rossi, the last 2 standing. Rossi managing to out-duel, takes out. Oh, Egoist and Darian just continues to swing out with 33 HP. Somehow keeps him alive in this. Tap onto the spike. The shot's coming through. The snake bite thrown down. Scary able to find one. He knows that time is on his side. He knows they have not held this to happen. Saya player gets the headshot, but I just don't think he's got it. Ticking away. Oh, photo finish. No. 0.05. Saya player saves the round.
Oh, Scary.
Absolutely unbelievable from Saya.
I mean, he's been so good in these situations so many times, and Scary just peaks literally 0.05 seconds too soon, and Saya punishes him instantly with the Blade Storm. I mean, what tremendous poise from Saya player.
Unbelievable.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, I turned up my game sound because I thought that one was done. Listen, surely there is no way. There's Rossi now just sending the pit here to try to make B unassailable, and it seems like it might have worked. His quick check over towards elbow. And a fairly swift drift away here from Bleed as they start working their way maybe towards other sides of the map, but maybe it's just a fake back here.
Yeah, and Crazy Guy with an Odin. A lot of spammable walls on the B side, hoping to maybe exploit that a little bit in this situation. Instead, it's going to be T1 thwarting the attempt. And you do have a lot of presence here in mid for T1. Try to cut off these rotations, especially with this high tide here.
There.
Or excuse me, to Cascade. You got to start wondering.
Right here.
This double push-up actually through Hall,
Take flight.
which the drone will be able to check for. Oh, no. He turns it back down, and they don't shoot at it. They're just waiting patiently here. Can they get the jump on him? The slow creep down, but seem to fade away there. This Crazy Guy starts working his way. The opposite direction. Time player now trying to hold down tunnel. Finds Ye. Pushes up. Gets himself aligned here alongside the box. Everything just pushing past him. His vision completely obscured. There's a strike from behind. Izu and Xcure make their presence known. As Egoist and Crazy Guy caught off guard. Now falls to Scary and Darian to try to get Bleed up to map point. They find themselves in a 2v5. Scary, he's broken through positions like this before. Scoped in, ADS, he sets up for some damage, but he can't confirm the kill, so Rossi still lives. TP going across, Izu on one side of the pillar. Scary again, noted, forced back, but Darian comes up with two. Side player and Carpe both falling. Xcurate managing to find the kill. The push forward, Scary not ready for Izu to be on the left-hand side. As T1, this time not quite as close, will be able to get the defuse. And they keep themselves alive as they also reach double digits.
Really like the setup here from T1 and from Rossi on the B site. Again, talked about how it was nice. A couple rounds ago, Crazy Guy kind of had a good read on where he could find some weaknesses in the formation that T1 was going to be, again, they've been hitting A so many times, you know, expecting that lean in that direction. This time around, expecting the B hit potentially again, and Rossi able to thwart it. And he's also got his poison cloud set up on the box to keep Saya safe to cover that angle as well. So it's really well thought out, kind of multiple layers here for T1 to make the B site unassailable, to throw the round into chaos for Bleed, throw their plan A out the door after dig deep.
There's the reckoning, there's the fast lane, the push-up getting ready to come through, and Saya plays forward, catches Ye with that vulnerability. Does get revealed, backs off, just trying to avoid these reckoning pulses for now. That is one hell of a way to shut down the push. They know that they're on a weaker buy. Now that they're down their entry, this makes things significantly more difficult here for Bleed.
You can see now they're pumping the brakes, just looking to see if maybe T1 will get aggressive again. It's got to be in the back of their minds what happened in the previous round where they started pushing space and it cost Bleed dearly. And they're really trying to wait for this opportunity, see if they can spot someone over peaking.
Drone going forward, Rossi on the drop down. He's got that vulnerability in the snake bite, takes out Darian, and now the spike is stranded here within the site. Crazy Guy with that Ares needs to put it to serious work if they want to even do damage here in this round, let alone win it. Spray's coming through, not going to be finding too much of anything.
30
Tries to go for the orb, will be able to take that one for himself, but here comes Xcurate once again with the backstab. And yep, the swing out. Okay, it's a little bit whippy. Didn't go for the calm play. Didn't check both sides before firing. It still gets one, will be the casualty there for T1. But they keep pushing forward.
And Xcurate so vocal there. Really, it really has been all day here today. Trying to keep T1 in this, and he's been able to bounce it. It seems like with that fire, that passion, and his timing and his presence, able to turn some big rounds around for T1. This time around, I mean, Bleed was more or less dead to rights, but still, it's going to be in Bleed's mind that you have to be watching the backside of this map. That this is something that now T1 has been creating, and T1 did a great job there anticipating the push from Ye, playing anti-flash again, so there was really nothing Ye could do. So he has to run into that site backwards.
Ooh. They end up going over here towards B. That is Rossi all on his lonesome. The TP is set up from Izu to quickly jump across the map. For now, the drone moving forward will be noted there by Saya player. As nothing is spotted, and Carpe wants to try to reinforce this side of the map just a little bit more. Works his way up here in towards Nest. But a peek out could still be very deadly for him. Seems like Bleed, though, assessing that they want to work their way back over here towards A, where it's still going to be 4 players from T1 waiting to greet them.
You can see they're pinging it because they don't have a lot of information. And
I know Saya players in there.
Yeah, you got to expect that. They've tried it before. Scary's been good to cut it off, and he's going to continue to be on that role, potentially of watching that haul. Execute comes through.
The Trailblazer and that shot, the recon coming out. Izu going to be taken down. Ye again trying to bounce his way forward, ends up falling. Xcurate coming up with a kill. Cove thrown down. Has to go for the reload. Starts pushing forward. It's Carpe. Lines up the shock dart, takes out Egoist. The man advantage now going to be there for the side of T1. Answering dart comes through. A smattering of damage going to be found. A Saya player continues to creep up, waiting for his moment to try to backstab, but they know that they've interrupted this spike plant. Now they all start working their way out onto the site. Darian able to find one, Carpe finding the other. The time dwindling. A Saya player ready to strike, and strike he does. Stops him from planting, gets the kill, and suddenly T1 are in the lead.
Tremendous patience here from Saya. Great communication for T1. Waiting until the absolute last possible minute. The whole time during the post plant, my eyes were firmly placed on some of this great utility from Carpe, but Also, I was watching Scary to see where he was looking, to keep track of the angles that he's watching, because I'm so keen to see if he is going to be able to catch Saya slipping just a little bit too soon, but Saya never gives him the opportunity. It has to be a full-on reinforce onto the site. T1 calling that out gives the perfect opportunity for Saya to come in and finish the job.
Okay, well, this time it was a total shift from the side of T1. The read set up for that B site. Excurate, Rossi, again, the two players hovering around A with Carpe quick on the rotation over here. Bleed. They start taking the site. This Fury going out, looking for the tags. Crazy guy trying to hound him down, but only gets the one there onto Excurate. He survives, and that means that he is still going to have that ultimate in his back pocket. So Reckoning can be invested here for the retake.
Darian spotted out by the Pyramids. Scary still trying to lock this haul down, making things difficult for T1.
The Reckoning invested. Scary pulling back, it would seem, as Darian able to find Rossi. Shot coming through, avoids that damage. Chunked down to 45, so the shock dart will take him down to 5.
Oh, Izu on the backstab.
Saya player crept up into the corner. You can see Darian a bit wary of this. Can he get the shot? Can he outsnipe? Izu swinging the corner, can't quite pick his target. Puts some damage down, but doesn't get the kill. Saya will be able to find Darian, but the time again ticking, dwindling away. And it seems like Bleed are not done yet. They will not allow for T1 to take this map away from them. The spike will erupt, and we will go into overtime.
What an incredible map. What a way to kick off VCT Pacific. Right into an overtime. And finally, Bleed is able to get a round in after it seemed like T1 and maybe finally found their footing. Take some big ultimates, take some good positioning here. And Izu there just kind of gets, you know, in that spot where you see so many targets and you think, oh, I've got the multi-kill of the century lined up in front of me.
You're a puppy in a pet store. And there's just toys everywhere.
It's like me when I see a giant tub of Legos. I'm just like, oh, yes. Let's go. We're going to the moon today. But it's a tough spot there. I mean, I like what T1 does, but again, Bleed eventually there in that last round has enough presence of mind to...
Guess what time it is?
No, I don't want to. You can't make me.
I think at this point, let's just break the overtime record.
Yeah, sure.
At this point, just
why not? I'm here for it. I mean, I fully embrace the madness. I'm all about it.
Let's go as far as we possibly can.
Yeah. I'm not on the cast tomorrow, so have fun.
I am.
I know.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna end up living good enough to keep me comfortable.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
Just get tuckered out and catch some Z's, wake up 3 hours later and do the next broadcast. But hopefully, once again, we'll be able to get this sorted and get things underway once again as we get ready to go into that overtime. This is just, I mean,
look,
of course.
Yeah. It's all just part of the fun.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes these things happen, and
we can only hope that the currently tied up going into OT game has been worth the issues, which I think it has.
Yeah.
Because it has been very good, very back and forth, very streaky between these squads.
Right.
And you can tell just, I mean, how much this means to both teams. Because, you know, Bleed, both, you know, T1 and Bleed both coming up with different rosters from what we saw from them last year. The hype behind Yay, etc. Both teams desperately want this win, and that's not even considering just the ramifications of the setup for Kickoff and how brutal this system is.
Right. I mean, you lose one match and things start to get extremely, extremely difficult for your chances of just even getting into playoffs or getting beyond, you know, finding yourself in Masters Madrid. It's a really rocky road that you have to go through. So, I mean, what I really like is that I'm seeing, like, some good reads on both sides, like some good kind of understanding of the map and good ideas of like where the teams are going to go. But, you know, sometimes it is a lot of times coming down to firepower. I mean, these players are really having some big moments. You know, whether you think about Saya, Excurate, Yay, Darian has been really good. So it's been, Izu has had some just phenomenal rounds, of course, with the ace. So it's really kind of felt like a brawl. I mean, the rounds have been a lot faster paced than maybe as I was expecting. T1 is a little bit on the slower side usually. Bleed, I can get it. You know, Ye talked about it in the video right before the match, that one thing that he kind of had to adjust to, or at least, you know, he felt when he came to Pacific, was the intensity and the pace of play is way different here. And that is absolutely true, as you're seeing here today. But, I mean, he's handling it quite nicely. And, you know, the Neon, he's had a couple awkward moments. But you have to understand, like, if you're watching Ye and you're seeing him run into a site backwards, it's not like he's making bad plays. He's doing that because the team needs him to. He's doing selfless things to try to make entries for his team. And, yeah, sometimes it doesn't work. But that's his job as the Neon in this case. And that's the game plan that Bleed has. So he's doing his best here coming in and, you know, really putting up some, of course, good moments with the operator and stuff, but doing some dirty work as well that you're going to be called upon as a duelist.
Yeah, and that's actually something I really like that you bring up, because I feel like, you know, kind of since his departure from the Americas League last year, a lot of the conversation is, okay, well, Ye needs a team like Optic was that can enable him to play this way. Maybe Ye needs a team where he can enable the other players to play a certain way. And if Bleed, you know, if this combination of players ends up playing off, it seems like that might be the direction that it's been taken in, rather than them bringing back the El Diablo of old. It's Ye being a damn good player, but also playing selfishly or selflessly, I should say, selflessly, and enabling the rest of his team to find that impact.
Yeah, I'm right there with you, man. I really like what I'm seeing from him, honestly, on this Neon. It is an unconventional pick. Yeah, it's going into overtime, but you're pushing a really good T1 team here to the limit on your first map ever together on stage. By the way, he's never played with them on stage. Yeah. Like, this is the first time. So, like, him having that selflessness to come in here, play like that is really encouraging. And I think as a Bleed fan, yeah, you would, of course, want the win on the map, but you have to really like what you've been seeing. Everybody here has had some really good moments. I think, personally, I'm seeing some really good stuff with their control of the map, their ability to make some pretty decent reads at times. But T1 just has really, really good responses as well. So, as expected here today, I mean, we'll see how deep we go in this one, but, you know, this is right what you wanted. It should be 3 really good matches.
One can only hope. But first, we got to get through this one. So, ideally, we can dive into this OT and see who's going to be able to take that first round. Because that's something that, you know, as we've been coming out of the halves, the pistols have been really rough for the side of T1. They need to have a strong start with a full buy coming into this one. So
and that's
find their footing early. Maybe they can just run away with it, but the same very much could be said for Bleed.
And, I mean, if you're a T1 fan, the good news is that's where they've been good. In the buy rounds. I mean, that's where they've really done most of their damage, so certainly that could be the case. We'll see. Still trying to get this figured out.
Well, let's play a mini game while we wait for this to be taken care of, because we saw Crazy Guy. He's kind of living up to the name. He's bringing out a weapon in a couple of those rounds that we haven't seen too much of. He's bringing out the Ares.
Yep.
So let's play a game called Are You Smarter Than Brennan Hook? How much does the Ares cost?
Was it 2,600?
The Ares.
Oh, the Ares. Sorry, 1,550?
You are exactly as smart as Brennan Hook. Congratulations. The answer is 1,600.
He said 1,550, yes. Right? That's what he said. Okay. It's 1,600. You're right. I thought you said the Outlaw, and I'm like, that's 2,600, right? So, no, I am not as smart as Brennan Hook.
Well, you ended up on 1,550, so.
That's good.
It ends up being, right at the same level.
I do my best. It's been a long day already.
It has been. It's, yeah.
How much does a Headhunter bullet cost in this patch?
Oh, well, it's just been,
yeah.
Wait, is the buff in this patch?
No.
No, it's not. So it's still 150.
Correct.
Yeah, and then it's going to 100.
That's correct.
I play Chamber.
Well, yeah, you do. You are a Chamber specialist. I should have given you something more difficult. I should have been like, how much does the turret cost per killjoy?
It's free.
Trick question.
But, yeah, I mean, look, we're right there with you guys. I mean, the point. Game's been going on for a while. Had a couple little, buffer moments where we had to wait to get things resumed, much like this one right now.
Yeah. I mean, this is... I think you and I have all been here.
Yeah.
These things happen.
Everyone.
This isn't even the worst I've ever had.
Oh yeah, no, we've had significantly worse in the past. But yeah, people should take bets in the chat and guess how many coffees will I have by the end of today. And I'll tell you right now.
What should I set the over under at?
Well, I'll tell you how many I've had now.
Okay.
And then you can maybe extrapolate from here how many more I'm going to have.
So
So far, I have had 3 Ice Americanos.
Whoa, really? 3?
I've had 3 Ice
Dang.
Americanos.
How are you outpacing me on coffee? Usually I'm the one who's like draining lattes. Like it's my God-given duty.
I was sucking down the coffee like it was gonna make the game start soon.
And look what happened. Didn't work, did it, Achilles?
Yeah, totally worked.
I have had half a Red Bull today though. That's where we're heading.
Have you not had your coffees yet?
I had like 1.5.
You bought those
Well, it's sitting downstairs.
like 7 hours ago. At this
I know.
point. 6
There
hours
is no
ago.
longer any ice in my ice latte.
Yeah. Well,
It is now a lukewarm latte.
Well, admin's still on the stage. If we get any updates, obviously we'll push those forward to you lovely people. So far, flying in the dark. It's probably a bit more, you know, of the same that we've kind of been seeing here.
Yeah.
So,
Seems like it.
players just,
Seems like it from that camera perspective.
yeah, let's give them a brief little moment. Take the headsets off, perhaps. Chill. Stop your ears from becoming sore. Though they have over ears, so they have like cups, so they don't have to worry about hurting their ears.
That's true.
Ours just sit right on top.
They get a little painful after.
And when you have glasses on, oh boy, it can be very unideal when that happens.
That's why I gave up the glasses and switched to lenses. Do you not? Why don't you wear contact lenses? You know, I've actually been meaning to ask you this.
I just think I don't know. I think I look weird without the glasses on. I think I've seen myself in glasses for so long because I think I started wearing them when I was 12, when I was in 8th grade.
Yeah.
That at this point, if I see myself without glasses, I think I look bizarre. Like, I had to, not fight, but you know, I had to have a discussion with my wife when we were getting ready to have our wedding ceremony because it's like, well, I want to wear my glasses. She's like, no, you will wear contacts because she likes me better without the glasses on.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Interesting. I mean,
She'll come up to me and she'll take my glasses off and then go, oh, like.
That's so adorable.
Like, now I can be attracted to you.
Oh, that's so
Like, oh, thank you so much, honey.
Thanks.
It does wonders for my self-esteem, given that I wear my glasses 99% of the time.
Jeez, man. All right, this is a good opportunity. I'm gonna give you like the one compliment I'm gonna give you all year, and you look good with glasses. I like your glasses. I think they suit you.
Thank you.
So you're welcome.
There's a punchline coming up. It feels like.
I don't have one yet.
Okay.
You know, the puns are
They
really.
suit you. I think your glasses look good, but
no,
the rest of your face sucks.
Yeah,
you know,
you're kind of. All of this needs a little work. Oh, hey.
The fans showing some support, saying, fighting.
Yes, we are fighting.
As everybody here, of course, is working their way through all of this nonsense.
Yeah, I mean, you know, the glasses suit you. There's no glaring issues.
Appreciate that. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, maybe I should try contacts more, and then I would get used to being away from the glasses a bit more. Because like, it's to the point where, like, even when I go snowboarding, I wear glasses.
Really?
Yeah. So
I don't have like goggles.
I don't snowboard with goggles. If anything, I could use a visor, like a pull-down visor, and that can go over top. But even then, I usually do that. And I'm like, I just can't see as well. So I just end up putting the visor up. But luckily, I have.
That doesn't like bother you? It doesn't like get in your glasses?
No, not really.
Okay.
But I've broken my collarbone while snowboarding, but never my glasses.
That's actually kind of impressive.
Yeah.
Like you just had to protect those. Like you love the glasses so much.
Like
you're like collarbone. You got to take one for the team.
I'm
here.
the polar opposite of Velma from Scooby-Doo. I never lose, never break these things. But the rest of my body can be shattered instead.
You also kind of have the same glasses of her. Velma's got pretty similar glasses to you now that I think about it.
That would be me, though. If they ended up falling off while I was snowboarding, I just wouldn't be able to
You would be done.
be like, somebody help me. At least it's like, okay, well, I just have to look for the black frames on the white snow. So that would stand out even with my limited vision.
That's true. That's true. You wouldn't have too difficult of a time finding them. I gave up the glasses a while ago. I used to wear them.
I can't. I mean, those are like two things I can't imagine you wearing: glasses and having hair.
Yeah, and I used to have both.
Yeah.
I used to have really long hair.
That's frightening to me.
Have I ever showed you the pictures of when I had long hair?
I think I saw it when it was like not
Maybe
long, but
maybe I'll post them on social media after. I look way different.
Okay, well,
Like,
there's
follow me
something.
at PaperThin here on Twitter. Selfless plug. I will post. Yeah, I'll just do it. I will post a picture of myself after this match of me with long hair. Remind me to do it because I will forget because today is long.
That's gonna end up on the disturbing images subreddit.
What do you mean disturbing? I was a handsome young lad. I'll
I
have
have
you
known
know.
you for years.
I know.
The Korean fans are staring at us
It's
because we're yelling at
disturbing
each other.
'cause
But like, I have known you for years, and you have just always been bald.
Yeah.
So yes, it's strange if I see you with hair.
Now I
It's
see
the same
why-
thing
okay.
with Wolf on
I
the
thought-
LCK.
yeah.
When the first time I ever saw a picture of him without a beard, I was like, what the hell is this?
That's true. That would be off-putting. I would say off-putting, not disturbing. That's why I was like disturbing. I was like, man, I wasn't that ugly.
You become so accustomed to something that when you see it, not that anymore. It's just,
Yeah.
it's like seeing Crashies without a chain around his neck.
True. That would be very
You know?
unsettling.
It just doesn't feel right. Or like if Ye came out on stage today and he had shaved his facial hair, that would probably take some people by surprise.
Yeah, or if we saw, Sideshow in regular clothes.
You know, at this point, Sideshow, look, I love Sideshow to death. Sideshow is a bit like, what's her name from the X-Men?
What, Mystique?
Mystique. He's a bit like Mystique. Every time you see Sideshow, there's something a little bit different.
Yeah.
Like there was the time a couple years ago where he decided to shave his eyebrows for subs. So like,
I remember that.
I've seen that man with long hair. I've seen that man with long curly hair. I've seen him with just short curly hair. I've seen him bald. I've seen him with his
mustache.
his
I remember-
Robotnik mustache.
Yep.
I've seen him with the attempts at the
Robotnik.
beard as well. And he's just different every time you look at him. So whether it comes down to what his facial hair looks like, his clothing, nothing that Sideshow does will kind of surprise me anymore.
Is this why he grew the Robotnik mustache? Because in Japan, they call him
Probably.
Eggman. You know, right?
Oh, yeah.
It's not Dr. Robotnik. It's actually Eggman.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now it all makes sense.
I mean, he's been the egg for quite some time now.
That's true. He can
so.
have that title. I don't want it. It's all his, man.
I wish I was more. I wish I was gonna say I wish I was better at doing something that I'm not good at all at doing. So like, I wish what I should say
everyone wants.
I wish I was good at video editing.
Oh.
And because I would love to just edit Sideshow.
I can't do
into
it either.
The
Yeah.
Sonic the Hedgehog movie.
That would be really funny.
Just crop his face over Jim Carrey.
So good. Somebody out there can do it.
Probably.
I can't do video editing either.
I feel like
It's actually just too tedious for me. Like,
Well, I mean, I can do basic editing. I used
Yeah.
to work as a videographer and editor.
yeah, I was gonna say,
for
didn't you
Team
have
Liquid.
that job? Yeah.
But tracking and superimposing Sideshow's face over something, like I've never really done that before, so it's
okay.
a bit out of my ballpark.
Fair enough. It's so tedious. I really have a ton of respect for people who do that because it's so hard. Dude.
Yeah.
It's because you have to be so perfect and precise, and if you make a little mistake, you got to go back. Oh my god. Anyway, doesn't matter.
We just got our dinner delivery, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm a
kimbap?
little bit upset. Yes, it is kimbap, but when they were handing it to me, I thought they were giving me a burrito, and I was like, that sounds awesome.
And
right
then you
now.
remembered you're in Korea,
Yeah,
and we don't have a lot of burrito places.
we
here.
don't. But I mean, we're in
There's a few.
where we're at right now.
Yeah.
Fairly trendy spot. I mean, you and I, we just tried like a New York style pizza place around the corner that was pretty decent.
Yeah.
But I thought it was going to be a burrito. It isn't a burrito, and now that is ruining my day
Nah,
more
your
than
day
this pause
is ruined. I mean, I get that. I getting your hopes up like that and then having them crash down to earth. Tough
Yeah.
stuff. It's like when I go to the convenience store and they don't have like the specific type of popcorn that I want or something. You
And
know,
they don't
like-
have Asahi, proud sponsor of VCT Pacific.
That is the real tragedy.
I hate when that happens.
Real tragedy right there. I went to the Asahi Brewery in Fukuoka a while ago. Really cool. It's huge.
Oh, I imagine. I mean, it's the most consumed beer in the world.
Yeah.
So,
And the-
unsurprising.
And the Fukuoka one like delivers to like a ton of countries in Asia because it's a port city down there. So, but it is. I mean, I knew it'd be big, but it was like way bigger than I was expecting. It was really cool though.
Yeah, I have to go. I need to do way more exploration, just in Asia in general, but
Yeah.
especially in Japan, because I've only ever really been to Tokyo and Osaka. So I've never been to like
Oh.
Okinawa. I've never been to Kyoto. You know, any of
Oh,
those
you never been to
places.
Kyoto?
Yeah.
Oh, you're missing out.
I want to, and we talked about this off broadcast, but we've got nothing else to talk about right now. So I'll just go ahead and
We
we'll
talk about
it
whatever we
again.
want. Ah.
I really, really want to go to Hokkaido.
Yeah.
So that is
I went
currently the dream trip for going snowboarding. Because everybody that I talk to has just said that it is the absolute one of the best places in the world to go snowboarding. So that's the dream trip. So that's something that I'm looking to make a reality going into maybe the end of 2024, if not the beginning of 2025. Head over there.
You should.
Try to catch it when the season isn't too busy, you know?
You should. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous part of the world. I mean, I went there last year. Just phenomenal. Beautiful. People are great. Food is amazing. Seafood. The best seafood I had in my life was up there. I mean, just absolutely just wonderful. I would go back in a heartbeat. It is truly, truly awesome up there in Sapporo and the Hokkaido area. A little hard to get to if you don't just fly direct to Sapporo. I took the Shinkansen. I tried to take the Shinkansen up there. Turns out it doesn't go all the way to Sapporo.
Yeah.
So I had to take a different train from Hakodate. And that was like a 4-hour. Like that was a long day. It was like a 4-hour Shinkansen and then like a 4-hour train. But it was snowing, so it was like I was in like a Christmas movie.
Just picturesque.
Yeah. Oh, just gorgeous.
Yeah, that does sound fantastic, even though that's a hell of a long time. I was looking into it. I was like, okay, how do I get to the resort from Sapporo? And it's, if you want to take the train, it's like a couple hour drive or something like that. A little bit longer if you take one of the shuttle buses. But if you want to take the train, it's like 8.5 hours to get to where the resort is.
Wait, what?
It's like it takes this really roundabout way.
Oh.
Along the north side,
It's
and
like
then
one of
like
those
cars
scenic
back down.
routes?
Yeah, very bizarre because it's such a otherwise short driving distance, but the train ride is infinitely longer. So it's probably not the best way to go if you try to head over there.
No, and that is a rarity in Japan because the train systems, as Mimi will attest to, but I am full in agreement with her, one of the best train systems in the world, if not the best. Like overall, just about anywhere. It's phenomenal. Big fan of trains as well. Not as big as Mimi, but I'm up there.
Well, we're still here.
We're still here. We got to talk about something.
Yeah,
He's a player.
I mean,
And
this is the thing. It's like, what have you been up to in the off-season, Paper Thin? Like our answer is the same thing. We've been
we
playing
both
Season of
know.
Discovery.
Yeah, right. We both know what we've been doing.
Just been
Because
playing.
we were doing it together.
Yeah,
So.
we've just been playing World of Warcraft incessantly while waiting for the Valorant to resume, for the Eve Sports to start.
Truly, the off season is a burden.
Yeah, I think we should do away with off seasons.
I'm fine with that.
Non-stop,
Please,
24/7, 365 days of the year esports coverage.
let's do it. That would be great. I got nothing else to do.
Maybe one day we'll have that esports utopia where there's so much content and it's there's so much viewership that we can actually sustain something like that.
Utopia. Yeah, that's definitely. I mean, look, I had a great time doing some of those events that we did in the off season. That was so great. To go to all the events.
That's true. Yeah, I mean there was a couple. There was some very fun things we got to do, but also just overall like a very solid amount of off-season tournaments that happened, which was very good.
Yes.
So
Here
there
in
was,
Pacific, we
there
had
was
a
a
lot.
decent amount of Valorant to watch.
Yeah.
So at least we weren't like completely and utterly starved.
No, we
Being
have a
back in it proper. That's what feels better.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, we have really, really great support here in our like entirety of like not just here in Korea or anything, but like throughout all the Southeast Asian countries, Japan, China. like out here, there's so much Valorant that went on during the offseason. It's really, really cool.
Yeah. Looks like some things might be getting swapped around a little bit. This is all just conjecture from us. Not a technician. I don't know what's happening. I don't know what they're doing. Pull on some wires and make the game work good. But
You sound like a technician to me.
But yeah, I mean, ultimately, again, guys,
Yes,
we get it.
we were right there with you.
We know you're disappointed. We know you're upset. We know you just want to watch the game. We want to just cast it.
Yeah, that we really do.
So
It's overtime too. I mean, it's like so much anticipation.
yeah, I know. It looks like a call's been made though to allow for the players to go to a go to the bathroom and whatnot, and we likely are going to be going on a quick little break. So then we get a little bit of a reprieve as well. But of course, we're going to be coming back and holding your guys' hands rather throughout this one, because we don't want you to be alone, and we don't want to be alone.
Yeah, I don't like being alone.
I can't be alone with favorite thing
Not
for
with
too
me.
long.
Yeah. No.
Oh, I'm gonna lose my mind.
I don't. Well, yeah. I wouldn't put that. I wouldn't put that on anybody.
But yeah, seems like we will have a quick little break coming up here, and then we'll get ready to hopefully get into the overtime and see how all of it's gonna shake out.
I think eventually
Yeah.
things will stabilize. The world will go back to normal with this simulation that we've been living in will right itself. The programmers of VCT Pacific will fix the code.
Yeah, something's gotten goofed in the universe code right now.
Well, I know who's really to blame, and that's Jake Shin.
Jake?
His tweet. His tweet.
All right. Well, looks like we're going to go to that break right now, so we'll be back in about 10 minutes. See you guys on the other side. Please stay patient.